I know y'all can't see me. I'm always in my car because that is my relaxation, where I'm comfortable at. Sorry. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me, everyone. Sorry about that. Let me get myself together. Can't help some things. All that feminine essence. So I wanted to do my little, my bowl that I was talking about in my last video. The singing bowl. This is what it looks like. This is how it works. Hold on. Supposed to channel your chakras. So that's how it works. That's one of the things that you use for like healing your chakras in alignment, things like that. I wanted to talk tonight about moon bathing. Moon bathing, everybody knows about how you get your energy from the sun. You also get energy from the moon itself as well. The moon represents feminine energy, your emotions, your negative emotions when it comes to doubt, when it comes to your softer side, the side that a lot of people subconsciously try to hide, but on a conscious realm, you have everybody running off of anger, they're running off of sadness. A lot of people are doing dumb things off of their emotions because their emotions are everywhere. You can channel and control certain things about yourself, especially your energies. Energies is nothing more than energy than motion. If you understand knowledge of self, is beyond just the color of your skin. It has nothing to do with when it comes to racism, all this other stuff. To know that self means to know yourself on a spiritual realm, energy realm, energy-wise. We are all energy. We are all one. That's what the Tree of Life talks about. That's what the Ankh talks about. That's what the quote-unquote swastika talks about, but it actually is stolen from one of our African tribes. So when you understand the oneness of all energy, you understand the balance between the sun and the moon, the balance between all that we come across. Everybody is a consciousness of you, some way, shape, form, or fashion. So tonight I wanted to talk about your lower self, how you balance it, how it becomes your strength. It's like, just like quote unquote Lucifer or Set, that is always talked about as the darkness. That darkness is the inner fear within that you can overcome by diving into that darkness. You need to know why it is that you're in this darkness. And like the phoenix, you rise. Out of darkness comes light. What people don't understand, even about Christianity and the Bible, is that Jesus was not always a saint. He was also in the Bible as named as Jacob. He's also Yakub. He's also Satan. Jesus was all these things before he became Jesus. That's why there is a missing piece between between 12 years old and 30, because during that time frame he was busy, he was doing his little, corruption type foolishness. He had to disappear for 40 days, 40 nights in the desert to overcome and figure out who he was. So he needed that solitude, that darkness, that realm of figuring himself out. He was attacked by 3 different lower characteristics of himself, which was lust, hunger, and ego. You learn all these things through your darkness. If everything is bright in the sun, and that's one thing that people don't understand about when it comes to, trying to be all holier than thou. You can't be holier than thou. There's no way. That's not balance. You can't be, I'm smiling, he. No, we all got problems. Let's just be real. So one of the things that I had learned through my own trials is that just like, Jesus, Haru, I said, anyone you want to name, they all had to overcome something. They all had to go through some form of darkness to create their own form of individualized light in order to love themselves so they can be able to love everybody else. So, again, going back to moon bathing balances out those energies. When you moon bathe, you are sitting under the moon or you're outside and you're feeling those energies because it's darkness. Yeah, you're right. It is just the Bible. You're right. But I'm also talking that was just an example. There is, no matter what religion you go to, no matter what philosophy there is, one thing they all have in common is the fact that through some form of darkness, you have to gain some type of light. I, for one, am not religious of any sort, but I do know the concept and the basis between them all. No matter what religion or what philosophy you may have, they all got the same basis. It's just told differently by a different culture because they go through different things and had a different story of the same concept. So when it comes to moon bathing is where, you're sitting outside, you're getting that energy of that darkness. You're calm. You are gaining in a sense of self. It's quiet. It's peaceful. You are going through your thoughts. You're learning that softer side of you, that feminine energy side of you, how to be easy, be relaxed, be humble. So just as much as we get our masculine energy from the sun, that motivated energy, that let's move, we got to get things done energy, you get the opposite from the moon. So that is needed. And that's one thing that people have seemed to forget is that you need both. All of these, the new age eras, and we are getting sidetracked. We don't know how to be one with nature itself. We don't know how to, get these energies from where we need to get them from. And then we wondering why we over here talking about some, we get mad and we want to go out and shoot up the whole block. Like, what are you doing? Or we get mad at one specific person or a group of person, whoever it may be, and then we just want to act the fool. The reason that is because your energies are not at one with each other. You don't love yourself enough to be able to respect someone else's space, even if it comes to, now, don't get me wrong, because there's a time to go hard body into paint. And then there's a time to understand yourself too, in the same sense. You just got to know when to do it and when not to do it. You have to learn how to balance those energies. Everything doesn't cause for a response. The same thing about, another thing about the moon, things happen in a certain type of deception or a certain type of secrecy. Everything don't need to be black-eyed in your face. Some things you got to think about with logic, with realness, with, logically, even though my emotions are supposed to guide you. So even though I'm in my emotions, I may be angry, I may be, upset about something, but I know at the end of the day, the bigger way to get you is first, I'm going to kill you with kindness. That doesn't mean I'm going to be stupid. That just means I'm coming up with my plan, my concoction, whatever, by how I'm moving and motivated with my emotions. We just don't go out there doing dumb stuff. And I think that's one thing that, especially my black brothers and sisters, is that we forget. Is that, the world, they got issues to an extent. Not everybody. A lot of them are actually on our side. It's just that a lot of people are brainwashed and they have been taught the same bull that we've been taught. They don't know. Only thing they've been taught on the media is, oh, we're scared. We're scared of the black folk. We're scared of black folk. Blah, 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 blah. Even black folk are scared of black folk, which to me is bamboozling my mind frame. But then we've been taught that. So if we retransition, we, think on more of a whole type of thing, you can get a lot more done. Exactly, on moon and sun energy. Yes. Thank you. I don't know how you say your name, honey. Lane. So, yeah, if you transition, you change the way you perceive things. Things are going to move a lot more smoother. Instead of getting irate and following behind these black, that black on black, what is it? Black Lives Matter thing. That wasn't even started by black people. in the first place. But everybody got hyped up with it and just following suit. All of this is, there's things that happen for a reason. Certain people are trying to move things in a certain fashion. So they need people to do things in a certain fashion. And that's what we need to learn, how to control our emotions. Everything doesn't cause for a response. Half of the time, it's just the media bullshitting us. We ain't got time to be following behind that bullshit. We got shit to do. We got our own, our lives to save. We got to come as one. We got things that we have to actually worried about. Some of these things are just distractions. A lot of these things are distractions. And when you control your emotions, whether it's anger, sadness, whatever it is, when you learn to control it, you can be able to dictate, manifest, and pursue that energy that is going to make a difference for all of us. Not just you, not just me, but for all of us. So that is one thing that I definitely wanted to get out and point out. I write poems, and I have my book called Affairs of the Heart. This poem that I'm getting ready to read is actually called The Beast. Thank you, Dee. This poem that I'm actually about to read is called The Beast, and it's showing how, matter of fact, I'll just read it, and you all bear with me for a second because I have it on my tablet. And I have to pull it up while I'm talking to y'all at the same time. Okay, so here it is. I hope you guys like it. Y'all just let me know how y'all like my poem in a minute. So, The Beast. I am who I am and what I claim to be, and which a person with a blind mind wouldn't be able to see. My mind in correspondence to life is perceived in an operational manner in which is beyond the age of time of this royal order. I am the demon child, in which the equilibrium of this unequal paradise called Lucifer, Satan, light bringer, Set. I have the mark of the beast residing in my soul, in my original being, in my blood, and creation of my chromosomes. 666, I bleed the devil's blood. 666, the creation of the universe. 666, I have the mind of the destroyer. 666 is the carbon of all originality. 6 electrons, 6 neutrons, 6 protons, the manifestation of the magnificent genetic coding through all genes, the discoverer of all beings, which has become the never-ending line between you and me, enabling us to live life and just breathe. I am what your thoughts of reality cannot handle. I am what your heart and soul tries to deny, yet with denial comes intervention of truth and disapproval of what you were raised to conceive. I am the connection between elements and justifiable matter of macrocosms. I am the heaven and the hell of your prophetic epiphany. 666, I am the beast. 666, God lives within me. I am the emperor and the empress of this combustion between galaxies. The idols which you worship was born from my ingenuity. The natural realization that I am the fallen angel. I am the favorite essence of bringing the light to the forefront. People seem to forget about me, not understanding my purpose and intentions, not sympathizing with me. I make no one do anything. That's why man was gifted with free will to choose their own destiny. I only sentence the weak, banning the wrongdoers and condemning the choices that you made. You assassinate my character because someone told you to. You trust in the words that someone forced on you. You are lost in the world because you aren't balanced within, because you have decided and chose not to accept all of me equally. You can't have God and no me. Can't have the judge and no executioner, all of which is also in you as well as in me. Once you understand that concept, you will have finally become a true light being. The beast that rebels in me is the birth to humanity and whatever else has formed to be. The beast in my veins and the law in order to find your eternal fame. The law to see the corrupted society. The injustice that the high-ranking families dread to perceive. Because they know it will rebirth our entire natural habitat and purify our sanity. I am the beast. I am immortal to the matter of humanity. My skin is feared by many, whose third eye of retrospection has become minimal in the light of regenerating godly kinetic energy. To fear me would only reject our cultivation of consuming our maximum force of the purest nation. Fear, false evidence appearing real, me not. For I am the balanced leader and saint to the actual freedom and utopia that you seek. I am who I am and what I claim to be, in which a person with a blind mind wouldn't be able to see. I am the beast. So that is the poem that I wrote called The Beast. It's pretty much putting in retrospect the balance between the two. She's the balance between, the beast is being the balance of understanding that you are everything. Your emotions, your darkness is your light. There would be no light if there is no darkness. How do you even come up with saying, oh, there's light there? But you never would have known if that was light or not had you not been in the darkness in the first place. Darkness was the very first of all things before there was anything else. So once you understand that what fuels the light, because darkness actually fuels the light. Once you understand what that is, you understand who you are, you understand why they hate us. It's not something that is, we understand what's going on. If you actually truly pay attention, you understand what's going on. The reason why people, I come across a lot of black folks and they be like, they be all down in the dumps and they like, these white people is all against us, all this other stuff. If they didn't, that means, we wouldn't be that powerful. People only get charged or they only are getting, attacked because they are strong. Once you understand your strength, you understand your purpose, you understand why you are targeted, it makes you a stronger person. That's when that warrior mentality kicks in. That's when that I don't have time to be soaking over the bullshit come in. Like, we got shit to do. So let's do it. You know what I'm saying? I know I have come a long way on a personal note, and I know there's a lot of people out there who has went through a lot of things themselves. And it's just the fact that you keep pushing. Once you give up, they won. All these things when it comes to, like, I keep seeing my black sisters and they putting their kids on ADHD medicine, all this other stuff, getting paid for it. That's weakness. Okay. For one, you're doing that because you don't know yourself. You don't know no better. All right. We ain't got time for that. You is condemning the children because of your stupidity. How we ever going to raise on top if we still doing the same stupid things? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Your kids ain't hyper. That is who they are. That's who they supposed to be. They are warriors at heart. Let's get it done. Teach them right. People wondering why all these kids is rebellious. They seem so disrespectful, all this other stuff. The reason why they are like that is because we made them like that. We, in our energy, created the seeds that we brought forth today. So if we're being disrespectful, of course the children gonna learn it. If we going around doing dumb stuff, of course the children gonna do it. And they're the future. You know what I'm talking about? And energies travel. So you could be teaching your child, all the right things, whatever it may be, but you have to hit everything that you can possibly as far as teaching. Black fist in the game. Oh, thank you. So all of that has to be told, taught, understood. My son is 4 and I'm, teaching him about the 42 laws of Maya, teaching him, different things that he needs to know. He needs to know that he's a king. I ain't buying you no white doll. I ain't buying you no soldier dude with the little white. No, I'm going to give you everything that you need to know about you. A lot of us is over here tripping about these new age kids. A lot of them got that spirit. They have that darkness. A lot of them got that darkness. A lot of them got that rebellious spirit. That is going to be needed in the spiritual warfare coming up. It's around the corner. Not like literally around the corner, y'all, but it's around the corner enough for we need them. Okay? Because, we not going to be here forever. We getting older, y'all. Okay? But our kids will be here. So we need to direct and put their energy in a fashion where they understand why they have that darkness, why they got that energy. It is their strength. We can't condemn them from who they are. Talk to them. Direct them. Don't push them over the edge because that's just being extra. We have to be able to push our students, our kids, to a point where, all right, I see you a little hostile. It's good to have that hostility. It's good because you're going to need it for the bigger enemy. But let me just tell you how to work that. Let me just tweak it a little bit. Being one with yourself. You feeding them all this, light. You give somebody too much light, you're going to blind them. Okay? When you wake up or whatever, and then somebody just standing in front of you or smack dab in your face with like a flashlight or something and just blinds you. Yeah, exactly. That's that foolishness. That's what these quote unquote powers are doing right now. They put so much out there, so much in your face, light. To be following foolishness like that is, again, stupidity. You can't have all this light and expect to be seeing something. And I'm talking about with your third eye, not your two physical eyes, because that already leads you into a whole bunch of foolishness anyway, falling into the trap in the game of the media. And we know good and gracious well what it's set up for. So let's just get it together. So that is definitely one of the things that I want to talk about tonight, was what it means to be a beast, what it means to charge your energies enough to smooth it out, be one with yourself, and to be able to do things in the darkness and love that darkness. So does anybody have any question? Because I see, good point. Thank you. Anybody got something that they want to ask me or whatever, if they have, any confusion about what I'm talking about? Let me also show y'all, I'm sitting in my car. Don't y'all forget that, because I love the darkness. I have my little candle over here. Got my candle sitting in the car. Oh, yes. Thank you, Shabazz. Welcome, Ashe, love. Mwah, mwah. Thank all of you all for being on my lot. Thank you, Timothy. No fear. We know it. Because a lot of people are running in fear and then wondering, why they tripping over their feet. Because you're running so fast, you didn't see what's smack dab in front of your face. Too busy being scared of what's behind you. We ain't got time to be living in the past. It's good to know the past, but we can't live there. We got stuff that we need to handle right now. Okay? We need to get that warrior spirit, and we need to be able to take care of ours. Ours is also the majority of the world, period. I know I saw this interview. I don't know if it was a Korean leader or whatever, but they had asked him, did they not like black people or some mess like that? And he went to say that it's not the fact that they don't like black people. It's the fact that black people don't know who they are themselves. And that's the reason why they can't worry about black people. They have to worry about their people. A lot of other countries and a lot of other cultures are waiting for black people to wake up, because black people are that we the gods. We supposed to be the leaders, smack dab in the front. Okay, we don't wake up, they can't do nothing. We can't get that ultimate person who it deserves to get what they got coming. We can't get them with just us alone. You need everybody. All cultures of people, all countries of people. It is what it is. Let's just, call an ace a spade, just like it's supposed to be. The ace a spade. The spade is what it is. If it looked like a duck, quacked like a duck, sound like a duck, that thing a duck, y'all. And then they have in the media and whatnot, or they tell people that, the people in Africa don't like black Americans. Now, I done ran into some African people, y'all. All right? And they ain't got no problem with us. Matter of fact, a lot of them welcome us to Africa. All right? And then you got black people over here talking about something. They don't like Africans. Bruh, you don't even know them. Okay? Get out them fears, because fears is holding a lot of people back with that dumb stuff. So that is definitely, like I said, something that I need everybody to wake up on. We ain't got time for the shenanigans. There will be a spiritual war coming soon. People need to learn how to meditate, how to ground themselves spiritually. At the end of the day, people are so stressed over money, stressed over jobs, stressed over career, stressed on the fact that they feel like they're not moving anywhere. You're moving. Everything that's happening is happening for a reason. It's a test to test your spirit. You make it and you overcome your test of time, and you overcome those obstacles, those physical obstacles, your spirit becomes stronger. So don't knock the fact that it's coming. Yeah, we're gonna fall a little bit, trip a little bit, dust that mess off. Okay? Don't waddle in it. We ain't got time to be sitting there in the mud, y'all. Okay? We got to get on up and keep it moving. So, yeah, I want everybody to know that. Keep your heads up. We got things to do. All right? If anybody want me to do, because I do my tarot readings. If anybody wants me to do their tarot reading, I do a 1-card tarot reading for free. Just so you can get a feel of, who I am, how I do my tarot readings, and, just to help out a little bit. I do longer tarot readings, and I would love to do those too. Yeah, and I love to do my tarot reading. So if you want one, inbox me and I can do that for you. Got no problem with that. I hope everybody has a good night. I hope you enjoyed my live video. And I will be seeing y'all tomorrow, or I don't know. But feel free to share this video. I also have a YouTube channel that I just started today. And it is, what is my YouTube channel? Is it Empress Yoni? Either way, I'll put it on Facebook so you can see it. I have an Instagram and I have a Twitter. All that information I put on my Facebook page. So feel free to follow me on all of them. I have a whole lot more things to talk about when it comes to like the correlation of religion and astrology, numerology, all of that. I can correlate it all for you. So if you have any questions, please inbox me. If there's a topic that you want me to discuss, inbox me and I'll be sure to do that. And much love, y'all.